Cancelled.
Schweezy.
Anyways, though, let's go into our last segment before for this fucking section of the podcast. Let's go over WikiHow articles. I haven't done this in like a minute. Like, been doing a lot of BuzzFeed and Relevant, but I remember I started doing WikiHow articles. WikiHow, it's a great thing. Like, if you sometimes, like, it can really help you if you need to figure out how to do something. But sometimes they just have some nonsense articles. And I think in the idea that when you have nonsense, when you need people who need help, it has, you know, I was always taught with, like, you're only as good as your weakest member. And I think that's how WikiHow thinks. And I like WikiHow. In regards to how I put everything I go over, WikiHow is on top. That's why I don't think about them as much. BuzzFeed's after that because they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel, and I'm not that much better. But then we also have Relevant Magazine, which is trying to be cool Christians, and you can't make God cool. So let's go over this article. How to know if you are drunk. I have pictures for this. I'm going to make sure I put them up on screen. I'm just going to make sure of that. So hopefully you see them on screen. Audio-only listeners, you don't get to see that because, mainly because...
What?
This is the type of guy you get.
So, method 1, checking if you're legally drunk. Okay, count how many drinks you've had over the past few hours. Generally, it takes about 1 hour for your body to metabolize 1 serving of alcohol. Additionally, it takes your body an extra 30 minutes to metabolize each serving of alcohol beyond 3 servings. Give yourself an hour to sober up for each drink you've had, plus an extra 30 minutes per serving if you've had more than 3 drinks. Okay, I don't even know what a drink counts for anymore. I overpour my liquor. I can't. It has like a chart. What a serving is. I'm like, I don't count that chart anymore. That's just fucking nonsense. Use an online calculator to find out if you're legally drunk. If I'm drunk, okay, here's a good sign. If you think you're drunk and you're like, I'm gonna get on my phone, go for an online calculator. I'm gonna find out if I'm drunk. Then you're probably. If you can't do it, you're probably drunk. Use a breathalyzer if one's available. You know, I've been thinking about buying a breathalyzer. I just kind of want to know when I'm like pretty fucked up, like what is my alcohol content, you know, stuff like that. But who the fuck is like, use a breathalyzer if one's available? Fuck you, and have a nice day.
Oh no, our table.
All right. Method 2. Doing a field sobriety test. Do the touch the nose test for an easy option. Okay. If you're like, okay, am I drunk? Do I need to touch my nose? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, the first time I ever got drunk, I knew I was drunk. Like, I figured that shit out pretty quickly because I also threw up. Perform the walk and turn test. God damn it, let's fucking be supermodels. Dun 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 dun. That's Wheel of Fortune. Oh fuck. Do the one leg stand test. If you think you're drunk and you decided to stand on one leg, I was just talking about falling into a fire. Do not do the one leg stand unless a cop is telling you to. And if a cop's telling you to, you're fucked. Like, dude, you're pretty fucked. I don't have a DUI, and I apparently can drink moonshine without reacting to the aftertaste. So, you know.
What?
This is the type of guy you get.
Those two might have to be switched. Method 3. Checking for physical signs you're drunk. Stand up and walk around to see if you feel unstable. Actually, that's actually pretty good advice. I'm going to be honest and be like, if you're like wobbling and you know you're wobbling, you're like, fuck. Like, I'm drunk. See if you can stay focused on a task or conversation. Now, I talk a lot when I'm drunk. To know I'm really drunk is I stopped, I'm sleeping. And that's funny because I feel like I'm just going to fall asleep. And then people are like, you passed out. I'm like, oh, I don't think I don't have an agreement with that, but when you're unconscious on a table, I think people are going to think about that. Rest if you feel nauseous or start vomiting. I don't vomit as much as I used to, you know? I haven't vomited. It's funny. After I started drinking, I haven't vomited from, like, actual sickness since. The only time I throw up is, like, if I've drank alcohol, and I just kind of drank it a little too fast. Didn't really give it a proper moment to process. Look in the mirror and see if your pupils are enlarged. Jeez, don't look at the mirror when you're drunk. I mean, if this is your sign that you need to figure out you're drunk, I'm like, you're probably a little drunk. There's a picture of me. I think I took a picture with someone in college. The first time I ever blacked out. That was a fun story. I should tell that story sometime. I think I need to write that down and, like, save it for, like, when I really need content, you know. But anyways, though, there's, like, a picture of me. It was, like, with someone, you know. When I'm at a party and I get pretty drunk, I just start taking pictures with random strangers, and, like, my pupils are just fucking, like, it's just fucking out there. And some people knew what was going on. It was just fucking hilarious. Check your pulse to see if it's racing. When you're drunk, your heart beats fast, but you breathe slowly because alcohol is a depressant. Okay. I mean, that's good advice. I just feel like you know when you're drunk, though. Like, I just feel like this isn't something we need a WikiHow page for. Recognizing emotional signs you're drunk. Ask your friends if you're showing off. I mean, I don't know. Like, all of my friends, like, if I start showing off while I'm drunk, like, they're just gonna let me show off. Because that's hilarious. I don't know. I'm just in that mindset of, like, if you decide to drink, you decided to embarrass yourself, and you just gotta live with that shit. If you're showing off, your friends should let you show off. But make sure, like, you're okay. You're not gonna fucking fall into a fire, but make sure you're okay. Notice if you're laughing or crying a lot. If you're crying a lot, you're drinking for the wrong reasons. If you're laughing a lot, I think you're drinking for the right reasons. That's for sure. Like, it's like if you're a fucking angry drunk, I think that's probably, I guess that's going to come up in this. If you're an angry drunk, you don't need to drink because you're not a good person. You need to become an I love you guys drunk. That's the best kind of drunk. Checking if you're talking to a lot of people you don't know. Okay. Now I feel like this article is calling me out now. Cause I'll just talk to fucking anyone when I'm drunk. I'm like, especially if they're drunk too. I'll be like, man, you know, I just think the dumbest fucking shit. You know, I just think Michael Jackson's Thriller is just the best album. Because listen to that album on any fucking speaker, man. It's perfect everywhere. You know, I feel like this article is calling me out. And last, I think, is listen for complaints that you're loud or slurring your speech. I just feel like that's just complaints about my life in general, to be honest. But I do slur my speech. I do. Well, I notice when I'm slurring my speech after I've drank, and I'm like, fuck, dude, this is embarrassing to me and to everyone else here. But anyways, though, that's WikiHow. If you didn't know if you're drunk or not, I hope this article from WikiHow has helped you understand that that you're drunk. I would love it. I'd be absolutely astounded if someone wanted to know if they were drunk, and clicked on the highlight for this and be like, I listened to it, and guess what? I think I'm drunk. So leave a comment if that's the case, but also stay safe out there. Don't drink and drive. That's not cool. Just get a fucking Uber or whatever. They're everywhere, you know. Don't drink and drive. It's not cool. Don't be like my mom. It's like, you're not gonna be drinking and driving, are you? I'm like, I don't fucking do that. And then my friends were like, oh, you probably do. I'm like, I'm probably the only person who has a fucking Uber account right now, so y'all need to shut the fuck up. That's how I want to end this. Hey there, you just checked out a highlight from Cancel Schweezy. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you learned something and that you are now a smarter individual. Just so you know, we have full episodes and other many, many highlights available now. Click here for the next best thing that you can go check out as well. And make sure you press that subscribe button and press that notification bell. That way you get updated anytime we make a new post or anytime that we make a new highlight or full episode. So thank you, honk if you love butt drugs, and stay awesome.